Hello and welcome everyone in another episode of Researcher Celebrity. Today we have Dr. Chaitali Ghosh with us. A brief introduction of ma'am. She has done her bachelor's in zoology honors from Burdwan University and then for master's in zoology with specialization in entomology again at Burdwan University, West Bengal. Then she joined BEd, which is Bachelor of Education in Education and Science at Institute of Education PG for Women in Chandannagar, West Bengal, and then moved to Bangalore University to pursue her doctoral research in mosquito genetics. She was awarded a fellowship from DST for her postdoctoral work, which she performed at Bangalore University, and was also awarded as Women Scientist Award. But then, because of reasons, she moved on to next stages, worked in different places, and currently she is a visiting professor at SRTM University, Nanded, Maharashtra. With this brief introduction, we'll say thank you so much, ma'am, for taking time out for this conversation.
Thank you so much, Dr. Raja, and thank you for choosing me in the one of the research celebrities. And I am very delighted and honored to get this opportunity and to introduce myself in your great platform. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. It is our pleasure to have you at our series. And let's start the conversation. We always start these by saying that, by asking that how and when you decided that you want to become a researcher.
Yeah. Actually, no, after my BA degree that in West Bengal, I got married, and then as usual, we have to be shifted to another place. So by I think we came to Rourkela for my husband and all. Then actually, life started there. And as you know, Rourkela is not a very great place to do for the researcher or anything to pursue any higher education. Or actually, I wanted to do my PhD and all, and that was not the place to do. Of course, I was tried, and then I just trying here, there, and Sambalpur University. I just applied for this, and it was going on. By that time, I wanted to do something, and as you know, I had the BA degree with me, and so I just joined in one college, that is that Kalyanide Mahavidyalaya. That college, I joined there, and I was working as a HOD and as a lecturer there. So I got a chance to establish there, and that was a new college. Someone came and asked me, "What about that thing? We are just opening one college, and it is for mainly for the tribal students, because many students, they want to do their education, and they want to do something, and for that they want to educate it and miss." So I was interested. Yes, and they told that we won't give much money and all as a salary. I don't want, just something I want to do, and I want to devote myself for the education and all. So I started my thing there only, and then slowly I was there for 4 years. And then again I came back, and additionally I was doing in another one college, that is Ispat College, as a guest faculty. I was doing both the side, and I was doing. After that, again, I came to Bangalore, and there I got a chance in the Bangalore University. There also one new department was opening, the Center for Applied Genetics under Zoology Department. And then they were searching for some entomologists and all, because in their course they are having some mosquito related things, malaria, filaria, all the things. So they were asking for that entomologist background, someone we want. Then immediate I applied, I got through the interview, and then I got selected. And there I started my teaching there. So there actually it was going that daily some classes, maybe sometimes one class or sometimes two class, practical classes there. So like that I was engaged fully. After doing there, then I had a seeing their insectary and all. No, I was interested to just join there in the PhD course. Then that time that director was there, Professor N.J. Shetty. Then he told, no, you cannot manage because you have two kids. Then I told, no, sir, it is not a problem, because most of the time I was just spending here only in the library and in the department. And also I think extra time I can manage and I can start with my PhD. Then he agreed, and then I started my life. So that was my motivation, just going teaching there and then seeing the researchers to see the thing. And already I had in my mind that I want to do some PhD course and all. So actually that was fulfilled that time, and I was engaged in PhD. So that was the time, and I thought myself, okay, I can now, I can be engaged in PhD course. Yeah, and
That's a
that was
great
my
start.
starting of it. I
That's
have
a great
to tell.
start, ma'am. That when you already served as a head of the department, as a
Yeah,
lecturer, teaching in different colleges at different time, joined Bangalore University to teach. And the first challenge, which mostly now, even today, the women in STEM always face, people saying about marriage, about having kids. And as you mentioned, your supervisor or head of the department said that you have two kids, it will be a biggest challenge for you to manage and devote your time for PhD. So let's start the conversation with this, that you had that confidence that you will be able to manage your PhD, you are also teaching and have kids, all of this. How challenging it was after joining the PhD, or if there was any significant change which happened?
yeah, yeah. So actually, it was a very big challenge for me that time, because simultaneously to see the family, and then you have to take care of these children, means two daughters, and then in teaching. And teaching was my main thing, and then and PhD research. So all these three, really, it was a big challenge for me, and I think for any woman that is a big challenge. But somehow I managed, because of my husband's support, you can tell, and family support. And otherwise, it is maybe really very difficult. But yes, we have managed, and full dedication with without wasting time. I can tell we I have to sacrifice many things. So as you know that, so it was, and simultaneously I have to bring up my daughters, and so everything, to take care of their education, everything. It was really a challenging for me, and okay, I have just come out of the things, and I just know, okay, I am in this stage now.
Exactly. So this is the real motivation to all the youngsters who are either in dilemma that getting married or having kids might hamper their research life or not. You are live example. So, ma'am, if I can ask that, you're having a family support from husband, or being a brilliant researcher by himself, how it helped for you to have a tough, like, this challenge whenever you are navigating your path, the challenges to bring up the kids, serving as a full-time mother, a lecturer in the university, as well as a PhD student. There were days probably where one part of it is not balancing enough. So based on your experience, what you can share with our next generation, that how they can manage juggling between all these different roles?
Yeah, first, I can tell, this is the strong mindset you should have. That's the first thing I'll tell. Strong mindset you have, and your goal should be very clear. Clear goal you should have, and then I can tell you, step out of your comfort zone. You don't think always you're okay. This, you have to come out. You have to do something. So in that strong motive, you have to go ahead. Okay, and then you just plan out your things, how you can, what next, what that, and then you just break down your task. Okay, say what you have to do tomorrow, what I have to do. That planning, that you will, okay, that you can, so that you won't be. And then, and persistence, continuously you have to do something. Okay, so this is, so that is the key. That is the key of your success, actually. And then track your progress, what you have done. Okay, what is not done, again you try. Because failure is the success of your pillar. Because research is not like that. Just once you will do and you will get the success. No. It is not, especially in research, something new you are doing. Okay, so you have to spend time, you have to see, and you have to see proper things to see the result, and then, okay, and then you have to, of course, there's in everything, you have to cultivate self-discipline. That I believe. Self-discipline you should have. And then, and also you have to take self-care. Okay, self-care, and you have to take rest also. That is also you should have, because you should not be overstressed and all. So, and then be open with your new ideas, and you have to continuously learn. Something is there to learn, that also you have to open your mind. Okay, I have to learn something. Okay, and then widen your learning and experimenting process also. Something is going wrong and all, you have to just think back, and then again you have to do. So that trial you have to do, trial and error process you have to follow. Okay, then constructive thoughts, that will build your confidence. Okay, unless you are doing many times and all, slowly it will build your confidence, and then it will help individual to progress forward. Okay, so that is my very small tips what I have followed and all. But discipline, and you have to follow the timeline. First, punctuality, unless you are means nothing is to tell, and then timeline you have to follow. Okay,
Absolutely. So this is actually very important whenever a researcher is committing to PhD or the life for future research, be starting from PhD to the emeritus scientist. Some of the points which Madam mentioned about tracking the progress is crucial at every stage of your life. Either you are a PhD student or you're a supervisor, and then it goes both ways, like from mentor to mentee also, because now you as a mentor, you have to have your funding going on, and you have to see also tracking the progress of the students where they are going in that path. So ma'am, when you completed your PhD, about the challenge of pursuing the postdoctoral research in India, the support you got from DST, if you can share some of that experience, how did that go?
Yeah. So when I was doing my PhD, I have 99 actually. I have 95. I have joined in guest faculty, and then I was doing, and then all this experience I got, and so 99 I just enrolled for PhD. Registration I have done, and then after that 2003 December I have submitted my PhD thesis, and with that time I had 4 papers in my hand, and that is also a challenging thing. Means doing along with that and publishing one paper, it was simultaneously. And you don't believe, 99 when I was got my PhD, before just 1 or 2 years before, 1 year before, I have already started my PhD, practical work experiment already I have started with permission of my guide and all. I have already started my experimental work. So 99 I got already 2 when I just registered that time. When I got my PhD registration, that time already 2 papers I have submitted. 99, that is. And slowly others. So when I finished during my PhD and postdoc duration, I got 7 papers, published papers in my hand. Now, when I started my PhD, all these things, and moreover, we have so many workshop, what is that, conference and all simultaneously it was going, and lecture, and my guide was very enthusiastic also, because that will give lot of knowledge for the students. So he always was conducting some of the conference, national and international conference. So we have to take that also. Means we have to take care of that also. All the process is so long. Along with that, maintaining different strains, and then doing experiments, planning experiments, teaching, everything. It was really, I got a very big training in that time. That 11 years, I was really got very good training under my guide and all. So I'm thankful to him, and really I just know. So I just inculcate how to do means many things at a time. How to do means to finish the things, how to do hard work, and how to devote your time. All the things I have learned, and not only me, I think all his students who learned that time a great thing, and everyone is telling, and all are in very high position now. Some of them are professors, some of them are in different streams, different domains they are working now. So everyone, when we'll meet and all, everyone was telling, yeah, that is a really way that all are we are grateful to our sir. So that is the thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So when I was doing 2003, when I finished my PhD, that time another one project, my guide got it, and that time I was the only eligible person, means who has finished their PhD. I was the only person, so I just got enrolled in this, and I have submitted 3 years. I think I took, and that was a biochemical and genetical aspects of anaphylaxis deficiency. That project title was there. So it was a DST project, and then I have completed that.
Nice. So this is also another thing which we would like to talk to all of our audience, that having a research of your doctoral or postdoctoral, predoctoral, whatever research you are doing as a researcher, every one of us have to wear more than one hat. As ma'am mentioned, she was taking classes, she was doing her research work, also managing all these international or national conferences. You have to be an active person, starting from assessing the abstract to managing the travels. You have to learn all of this, and that's why it has been called as that PhD is a training more than a degree. And
Yes,
if you are there in this field for longer time, then you see that how the different aspects of your personality, being as an administrator, being an HR person, or even sometimes having conflict management. Because if the group is bigger, it is impossible that you do not have the conflict within the group. Talking of conflicting, ma'am, this is something which you all touched upon, like having the self-care. What we have seen in recent era, that students who have registered for PhD for more than 3 years, 4 years, are starting quitting their PhDs, and in very sad cases where the number of PhD students committing suicides is also increasing, and this is
exactly.
in India, in worldwide. What can you suggest based on your experience, that how a student should approach these sensitive topics?
Yes, yes. So in the starting only, I told what you have to be mindset. I think that is the most important things. You have to set your mind. Yes, I have to do, and simultaneously you have to think also. Yes, I can do. If you have that mindset, yes, I will do. I can do, and I will finish my job. If you have that mindset, nothing will stop you. No other things, anything. See, environment will be different. You won't get your support. Okay, don't be upset. Go ahead, akla chalo re. In our Rabindranath Tagore, no, he's akla chalo re, means you have to do everything of yourself. Yourself. If you won't get your just no support for others and all, some of the other way you have to do, because you have to think always God is there with you. You should not stop, because nowadays what I saw means, I don't know, maybe nowadays it has come counseling. Okay, because some of the things counseling they'll do, but I think no counseling. You should counsel yourself. What is good for you, what opportunity you get, you should utilize that, because PhD is now very crucial things, and it is very difficult to get the chance. So you utilize that chance, and whatever 100% or 200% you should give from your side. Then God will help you. That is my concept. Okay. And whatever time planning, and I told, yes, you should not have time, no time to waste. Okay. Each and every moment you have to utilize. then only everything will be. See why they are committing suicide. Why? Because one day suddenly he or she see, okay, it is not. But I am not telling, so many other factors is also there. Okay, so I think yes, you should do your part. Okay, other things God will take care, and some good people are there. They'll support. It is not
Absolutely.
like that. And you should openly talk. What I told already, you should openly discuss all these things. If you follow all these things, everything, the solution will come out. It is not like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So
Having these clear conversations with your peers, with your supervisor is very important, and that is
yeah, very important.
something which
Yeah.
we bring out in these conversations with our researcher celebrities and telling
Yes.
all our audiences that
Yeah.
PhD is part of life. It cannot be everything about life. There was life
Exactly.
before PhD, will be life after PhD.
Mm.
So there is nothing which can force you out. And the points which you mentioned, obviously, having this clear conversation with your supervisor, being open conversation with your peers, seeking for help is one of the important things, because we have seen different personalities coming to research, and just sometimes it is the personality trait that the person is not going to seek for help. They think that they can figure out everything on by themselves. So don't be very hard on yourself also, because
Exactly.
research is always a teamwork. Even if you have a novel idea, the foundation of that was probably coming, the motivation, the inspiration from something which might have been done 100 years ago. So seeking for help is always suggested. If you think that
And
you do
discuss
need counseling,
and discuss with your parents, means family, because
yes,
ultimately they are the strongest support of you. So they will be always there with you. And as you told,
absolutely,
yes, PhD is not the ultimate. Okay, so there are other options. If you can't accommodate, but don't commit suicide. That will be
absolutely.
our request here. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Having the support system was another point which we discuss at this platform. That your support system might be of your friends. In some of these conversation, we have seen that the biggest support system was actually the family and the friends, and then next come
Exactly.
your supervisor or your mentor
Yeah.
you are working with.
Yeah.
They are
Exactly.
all there to help you. And if
Yes.
you think, if you think this is not the way, then obviously there is a way out. You can, but having that done the SWOT analysis, which you know that what are your strengths, weaknesses, what are the opportunities you can learn, because every challenge give you an opportunity to learn and
Opportunity.
grow.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Yes.
So
So
based on your experience, ma'am, when now you see the students are more stressed, you know, because of n number of reasons of this fast paced life, in our, like, 20 years ago, when there was not much of internet, people, or let's say 30 years ago, when people used to actually send manuscripts typed and then wait for a couple of months or sometimes years to get it published. Now this is so fast that within a week sometimes you get a rejection, or within 2 3 weeks you get an acceptance, and within month or two you already have that publication out. In your mindset, you are publishing, like you already published so many papers, like 6 7 papers in 2025 itself. So what you can suggest that how a student who is under pressure, like especially for the PhD students who have to publish before they can submit their thesis, how they should approach towards this stress?
yeah. For this, I will tell that means when you are doing any experiment, be careful of all the your this whatever data and all. Everything should be properly written, and it will be saved properly. Okay, and it should be each and every, even some negative result also, it is a positive result, because that is your failure, because that is the thing you are building up your next experiment, you are changing your experiment, and you are getting the ultimate success. So negative result, according to me, it is also a result. Always you should not be worried, and you should not be okay, don't feel like failure type. No, because negative result in the research field, Negative results is also a result. Okay, that is the base actually. So that you should do, and you should see how you can practically, you have to think how you can represent your result in a proper way, in practical way also, with the present what I will tell. You have to refine your you have to refine your writings and all on the basis of the present situation, how it is required, what, because you have to remember that it has to go to the peer review, means your reviewers are there to catch you, because it is always good to, because one recent paper in effect of temperature and nutrition, I has a huge review process, each and everything. When I saw their point and all, yes, it is good if I write and refine this, so it will be good for, because you are writing a paper and your research, it should be understood by the layperson, so they can understand your view and what is your ultimate outcome, that it should be understood by the people. So in that way you have to think, and then you should see, and according to me, when you will get some positive result, and immediate you should go for publication. If it is
Absolutely.
small, it is big, because once you, if you keep, no, it will be just going to the dustbin. There's no use. By the time some other person will come and do your work, and then they will publish the thing. And each and
Absolutely.
every information is important for the people. Okay, they want to know. Now is going all molecular level work and all, but basic this thing information also people wants to know. So each and everything is important according to me.
Absolutely. Yes, ma'am. And this is for all the audience who are in this pressure that sometimes their experiment results are not following the hypothesis. As ma'am mentioned, the results are results. It is the way you interpret them. You can
Yeah.
say that some of the results were supporting your hypothesis, yes, then people say that they are the positive results. And whenever you see this, then you should be ready to communicate it and then get it published, because every successful or not so successful experiment, if it is not communicated, you are depriving the entire research community if you're not communicating those or sharing your result experiments with the rest of the world, because somewhere some other person probably are following the same thing and facing the challenges, but you can help them in a big way if you publish, and they can just follow your work and see that, okay, this might work or this might not
Yes,
work.
yes,
Results
yes,
are results, whatever they are, and the way
exactly.
you interpret them makes the way a researcher always say. And in fact, one of the definitions of research itself is like where everyone has seen the same thing but have never thought it the way you can think of. So bringing that
Exactly.
different perspective sometimes plays the trick. And we have seen in so many different discoveries which were made long back, like decades ago, a researcher came with a different idea, and now the same technique revolutionized the world. CRISPR is the perfect example of what has happened. So, ma'am, now talking to the next stage of it, like this is when the person is going through their research life, like being a doctoral or postdoctoral refer. Now, when they become the mentors, how, well, like, what are the lessons they should keep from their student life and when they are mentoring, based on your experience, how you can say?
Yeah, this is a very good question, actually. Yeah. First, I will tell that you should not forget your student life, your struggling life, and what your failure time. You should remember on that, and then you should guide your student. Is it? And don't put your frustration to them. You should properly guide them. Okay. And what I will tell you, you should means assist them. Okay, you should help them in practical. then only it will be. So then only you will become friend with your student, and they will share their means whatever they want to. Sometimes they will be. You don't put some the barrier. Both of you, okay. So if you go assist them, practically you work them, help them, so you will become the friend, and things will be very easy that time. Okay, so that's why I think, and you should help. As a mentor, you should help whatever they want, mental support, and then sometimes you have to be like a father or mother, like So that approach they should have. They should feel free. Okay, he's like my very good friend, either not in other way, and you have to be like parents. When they will get that protection and all like that, then everything will be easy. I think so.
Absolutely. I think being human helps the most. Like, as you mentioned, about not forgetting about your struggle challenges and never try to push or, throw your frustration to them, because every rejected manuscript brings that
Yeah.
frustration. Every
Yes.
grant which is not funded, which you were optimistic on, also brings the frustration to the PI. All these things can be challenging, but still you have to, with that umbrella, because you are training the next level of next generation of researchers. You should be more compassionate about
Compassionate
their
about.
feelings,
Yeah.
how they are feeling. And then having being served as a mentor means you don't have to do their experiments. Your role is to train them as a scientist, how they should troubleshoot, how they should start
Yes. Yeah.
thinking, as that
Hmm.
is the one of the most important part of mentoring.
Yeah. Yes.
So, ma'am, now another part which I would like to ask about the role of collaborations as a mentor, because sometimes we have seen some of the brilliant students, the researchers who are coming either to do PhD or a postdoc, they are so optimistic, which actually kind of forces the PI, the mentor, to open their collaboration areas. And in some of the cases, we have seen the student by themselves come with an option of suggesting that we can collaborate with a person in the same country or in the different country. And that's how people are now these days working interdisciplinary research, when sometimes it's not even of the same field. It is
Yeah.
totally like now, which used to be feel like, okay, how an
Yeah.
entomologist can work with a
Yes.
NASA scientist. It is
Yes.
no more a different thing. Now
No. No. No.
everyone
Yeah.
work
Yeah. Yeah.
together and do
Yes.
the
Yes.
interplanetary research.
Yes.
So how
Yes.
should a student make this balance, that their whatever the goals they are making are realistic, but still out of the box, that is not following the traditional path?
Yeah. So in that point of view, I think mentor or PhD guide, they should have a great role. They should, because as they are coming fresh in that field and all, they don't have much experience. And I think mentor means when they will select their title of the thesis or anything, any internship, anything. So they have a great role. I think they should guide, or they should fix the title or the experiment who what they want to do. That they should do. They should take mentor's advice. Number one, and yes, you are correct, because nowadays it is an interdisciplinary concept. Okay, so not only you should stick in your field only, like no, it is very obvious, like no, like anything, like no, mathematics is a great role for modeling and all. Then sociology means social science, that is a great role, especially in vector-borne diseases. As you know, there's a great role in community sense. So community means social science, so we have to know all the things. And even other departments, as you know, this like mosquito control, very small, my subject, I was taking an example. So that is a big role challenge, how to control the mosquitoes, and also different that government bodies, and then NGOs, all these things. So it is now a combined things. to approach one thing, to control one thing, to make a target in one thing, many approach you should add on so that success will come. Otherwise, it will take long time and all. Like, yes, that is the thing. So now it's a very good thing you have just pointed out that now all the students, they should think of that interdisciplinary things so that and their work will be very consolidated and it will be meaningful and they
More
will get the
impactful.
success also. Yes.
Absolutely. Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am. So
this is
now
correct.
the last question of this conversation, people still talk about women in STEM. Based on your experience, you had a wonderful research career, now also helping the society, the researchers, the community. What you can suggest if, let's say, talking only about India, a student happened to be a female submitting their thesis, and then they already know that their family had their plans, how they should navigate and keep the researcher in themselves going to the next level.
Yeah, means if you if you want to do something, if you are determined, you can do anything. You can navigate anything. You can explore any side, anything, and you should not. Again, in the same way, you should not do one line and my subject, my expertise. No, you have to explore many sides so that you can do many options you will have, and you can explore many sides actually. Okay, so that will you will get more success, and you can learn also many things, many new things, many new skills you can develop, and then I think that will be a great thing. So like what
Absolutely.
I have done in the I have being in that different work culture I was there, like in from college, university, then our again institute, our TICS is institute culture, and then again in the corporate culture I was there in editorial manager for a few years. So that there also I have learned many things, especially the self-discipline, time, punctuality, everything I have learned from there. Because just to do in proper time and in proper way with quality, I have learned there actually. So these are the things. If you have to navigate many things, not only one side, and then you will get the ideas, you will get the experience, and you will be strong. Okay, so and you can do many things. So your option will be many. Now see,
Absolutely.
now I have last time I have university. I was there for 11 years. I was there in the university culture. Again, I got a back to serve in the university. So that scope I have means you can manage anything. Here again, people are calling me. You please come to that editorial things. Sometimes I am doing the review also. That helped me a lot. Reviews of nature journal I am doing, like scientific data, yeah, scientific data. And recently I just last week I got one communication biology from the nature. So I'm doing reviewing and all. It's very easy for me. And then that frontiers in that what is that, public health, frontiers in genetics, all I am doing, and then emerging diseases, that all I am getting. So that idea I got from there. So it is sort of if you explore in many field, so it will be easy for you. So there's you will get more scope and you will go ahead and ahead.
Yeah.
So
So having that open-minded approach is the best
best, yeah.
opportunity for
Yeah.
everyone who want to pursue in this. Thank you,
Yes.
ma'am. So with this, we'll say to all, on the behalf of STEM for Society and Empowering Science Foundation, thank you so much, ma'am, for
Yeah.
sharing
Thank you
your
so much. Yeah.
experience at this platform. And to the audience, we'll say, if you want to write to Chaitali ma'am, you can find her details, and then if you want STEM for Society to put you in touch with our researcher celebrities, we are there to help you. Stay tuned for another episode of Researcher Celebrity. Thank you once again, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Thank you.